YouTube. So, yeah, no video last night. I was out doing some trading stuff, exciting stuff. Here's the Yamaha SG200 with the original pickups back in it. I filled that hole by putting the output jack on it. I've not connected it up yet. I'll probably connect that output jack up as well, and I've replaced the switch. The switch that the guy John had put in it is a mad 12 terminal switch. So I don't need that. So I'll be doing something. I need to find some use for that I can't do with a normal switch. In this one, I've done my coil choice thing. Not necessarily because I wanted a coil choice switch, just so that when you've got a switch, so I know when it's off. So in the middle, it's humbuckers. If you push it forward, you get the outer coils. And if you push it the other way, you get the inner coils. So technically, I suppose you're getting how many sounds? So you've got 3, like your humbucker, both humbucker. And then you've got another 3 all outer coils, and then another 3, so you get 9 sounds. Is that all? Maybe that does work. So yeah, so the new old pickups. It is. I haven't. This one's a bit squint. You see, it's a wee bit. What's happened is the previous screw holes have been filled, so I need to drill new holes to just make it line up perfectly. I'm on the hunt for different knobs now, but I mean I think it looks better with the old pickups. But sound wise, so bridge pickup. They're powerful pickups. Again, this comes into this thing where if you'll say, oh, this is a really hot 14K pickup. That doesn't the ohms resistance doesn't tell you how hot a pickup is. There's another thing called Henry's, which I don't fully understand, which tells you how to do that. These run really low. These are coming in at 7, less than 7K each, but they're absolute monsters. I found tap points on them as well, or halfway points. So bridge pickup, and I will just tap this with a thing to tell you which one is which. So if it goes back the way, it is inner coils. So I'll just look at it. If you look at this pickup, it gives you this one and this one. So here is inner coil, which should be the better of the 2 single coil sounds in the bridge pickup. The other coils are the bridge most. Neck pickup, humbucker. Neck pickup, the better sounding one, which will be this coil, should sound. And then this one won't be as good. A wee bit thinner. As I said, I just put the 3-way switch in rather than being a 2-way, so that I always know when it's off. I can just put it in the middle. So here's the middle sound. Both pickups on in single coil, both of them. So we're on inner coils. Sounds like this. And then outer coils. I think there's a difference there. Buckers. Joyo US Dream pedal. chorus in. No, that's not a good enough rhythm track. I never actually tried playing a solo over it, so I'll just try something else a bit more loosely AC/DC-ish. Go for a single coily rhythm track. That's quite AC/DC. That's also a single coil neck. Other neck single coil. Brick single coil. Other single coil. Buckers. Yeah, so although the pickups that were in this, incidentally, were Warmans, I didn't imagine seeing it on the front. Well, I did imagine seeing it on the front of them, but the guy who I bought them off, John, said yes, they're Warmans. They don't say on them. Well, I've now written Warman in the back, so I don't forget. But I thought these were really good. Much more a sort of more standardy, what is called PAF type sound, whereas these are pretty much DiMarzio Super Distortions again, which all the pickups that seem to look sort of like this from this era from Japan are kind of DiMarzio Super Distortions. I think these sound fantastic. They're absolute screamers. I was actually talking to someone the other night about actually it was the guy I was talking to that helped me up yesterday. When I say help me up, he didn't hold me up. Lovely guy. I'm quite happy to stay talking to him. I was at his house for 4 hours or something like that. But anyway, he showed me all his guitars and all that. He had a really nice a Gretsch. He also had an American Telecaster, which was really rather nice. I don't want to cheapen it by saying it felt very much like my Squier Bullet, but it felt very much like my Squier Bullet. I think it's whatever the Japanese copied, whatever a Fender neck profile was, it just felt very similar to it. Yeah, so it's like even more so now. It's looking like this might be the end of the tradey thing. Although I may have cheated a little bit and swapped this guitar for a Yamaha SG200, which is one of these. Another Yamaha, which I really like. It kind of looks a wee bit like a spaceship, but I totally rate that guitar. So I think I've swapped this for one of them with myself, because I had two of them. I bought another one because I did a mad mod which made it light up even more, and put that up for swap or something like that. So I've swapped that Yamaha for something else, but I think internally I've kind of swapped this for that. So is that cheating? Well, it's my rules, so I can make the rules up the way I want them. More apologies on Tuesday when I did a video when I was on the way over there. Once I've got the guitar working. But I just with the original pickups back in it, possibly I saw John, the guy I traded this with, sent me pictures when he got this, and it had been sort of roughly sanded. It looks much better now. The job he's done a really good job staining it or whatever. But he had I noticed in his photos he's got the original knobs, and it's like Yamaha knobs are a wee bit different from everyone else's. They're not very different, they just kind of look like Les Paul knobs, but they've got like a ridged bit on them. And hopefully it'd be nice if you could find them, because I'll be going back on this. If I can't get them, it might be cream Les Paul type knobs, but obviously the original ones, just to try and make it as original as possible, would be cool. Still not really any closer to deciphering whether this is Japanese or Taiwanese. There's not really any way of telling, I don't think, as far as I can tell. I had a look in the inside of the pickups when I had them out, and it's, if it means anything, the routing is Japanese quality, but I mean, I don't think that really makes, I don't know how that applies. Just that when you look at most of these guitars, I know you can't see it, and it doesn't matter. It's when you actually look at the routing, when you look inside the pickups, it's absolutely immaculate in the golden era Japanese guitars, whereas in modern guitars it's kind of like, you can't see it, it's hidden behind a scratch plate, no one will ever see that, which is fair enough. It's not, but then it just shows you how much effort went into these things, being sort of hand finished and super quality controlled by a human being all the way through the process. This guitar has turned out really, really nice. I'm not yet sure what to do. I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to put that coil split, the variable coil split, into this hole where the output jack is, but to be honest I'm quite happy just having the output jack. If this wee switch hadn't been in it, I'm not sure I would have bothered coil splitting this. Whether it really needs it. There was a hole there, so I'd put something in the hole. That's, as I said, I put the dual coil split in. The sound I really want is buckers in this guitar, it just suits it. Definitely a DiMarzio Super Distortion-y type thing going on. does work. Really subtle tone controls. I didn't connect any of these things up. It's already this is all there's a printed circuit board that the pots are mounted on, so it's really just kind of connectors on the circuit board for your two pickups, and then I had to add the extra wire to these pickups to make them coil splittable. Again, just because I had a hole to put that switch in. How often I ever use that switch. One of those things, I'm kind of, obviously I'm mad, love putting tons of switches in guitars, it's great fun, but it really boils down to if I want a single coil Stratty sound, I'll play, like a Telly or a Strat shape. And if I want a Les Paul, I'll play this. Whereas kind of all my switches seem to, what they basically seem to do is, oh, you've got two humbuckers and a Les Paul, I can make that sound more like a Fender, or the other way around, oh, you've got a Stratocaster, I can make that sound more like a Les Paul. It's just like, this thing rocks. Rather than just sitting here talking myself into keeping this guitar, I should have a Yamaha SG. Somebody. I do love my Yamahas. I've got maybe half a dozen. Maybe do a Yamaha episode coming up soon. I'm actually thinking I might do an episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my YouTube videos, like before New Year. I'm still a couple of weeks away from that, but I'm going to look through and look at all the guitars that are new to me that I've bought that I've kept this year. So I don't know how many that is, but I'd imagine it's going to be a pure appalling number, like 20 or something. Don't know. No, that's more than one a month. Do I buy myself a new guitar one a month? I probably do, don't I? Like when I go through more than that. Buying, fixing up, selling, and buckifying and stuff like that. But yeah, so I suppose a little view into my addiction. Sometimes just get a guitar that I really like, and I really like this one. And I think the horrible aged yellow pickups do add to it. It makes it look more classy, I think, or maybe not classy is not the right word. It makes it look less modern. Makes it look like what it is, an 80s classic. Rock on!